Hello Mushkins, and in this video I decided to challenge myself and make the tiniest slime possible while also using really tiny equipment. So I decided to go to Toy Kingdom to try and find something that could help me with this challenge, and I ended up buying this little kitchenette expansion kit from Sylvanian Families because it had a lot of bowls and spoons and things in this kit that I could potentially use to make my super tiny slime. And I absolutely love this brand because everything is so intricate, and you'll see in a moment when I start opening up the box, but all the little pots and things have their own little lids, and it's just such a fun experience opening it up and then seeing all the little components in the box. And even though I got so many different things in this little kit, the only stuff I actually needed were the two little pots as well as a spoon and the little beaker that I could use to pour out my activator. And from the very start, I actually started feeling really clumsy because everything was so tiny and I had to pour in my activator into the little jug, and I just really struggled because everything just kept flying around. So this challenge didn't start off great, but it ended up getting a little bit better as I went along. So I decided to use this glue from NYX, and this glue you can buy at most stationery stores like P&A and Pen Cafe, and I decided to use this glue because it has this really convenient little top part that I can just twist open and pour into my tiny little container mixing bowl. And I decided to use this cream from Oh So Heavenly. You might recognize it from my previous tutorial, so I just decided to use it again because I still had it lying around, and I used my tiny little spoon and I scooped out a few spoonfuls of the cream and added it to my little mixing bowl. And then I just mixed everything together, and once it was a nice and uniform smooth mixture, I decided to add my activator solution in tiny little droplets. And to make my activator solution, I mixed 1 teaspoon of borax powder with 1 cup of warm water. And this was actually really difficult to do. I think I ended up over activating my tiny slime a tiny little bit, but I wanted to add some clay anyway, so it wasn't actually such a big problem. I decided to add this neon pink clay from Crazy Crafty Clay into the slime, and I decided to make a tiny little block of clay so that it looks like a miniature little block of clay that I was adding to the slime, and I just mixed that all together. And then to make this video a little bit more interesting, I decided to activate a little bit of snow and then add it to the slime as well to try and get a clay icing slime type slime, if that makes sense, because it's one of my favorite textures. And as you can probably see, it didn't work out that well. I should have probably added the snow to the basic slime first to make an icing slime and then add the clay. This just turned it into a little bit of a mess. The snow kept falling out, but nonetheless I decided to carry on and add some fragrance oil to my tiny slime. And we actually sell fragrance oils on our website now, so you can go and have a look at our website if you are interested in any fragrance oils. And then I also found these tiny little bottles full of glitter, and I decided to add that to my slime as well. And I think I did really well considering the tiny equipment that I had to use, and it was actually a really fun challenge. And then to end off this video, I just wanted to show you what my actual idea was for the slime that I had in my head. So I decided to use some normal sized slime and just to recreate the little tiny slime that I made, just so that you could see what I was actually going for. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing this tiny slime challenge. And if you do end up trying it, please tag me and I would love to see what you came up with. It was actually a lot of fun.